Hello students, ever since we are in a lockdown, sometimes I wonder, is the world going to end like this? Is it going to end because of some biological weapon? Or is it going to end because we are amassing mass destructive weapons? Is the world going to end because of global warming? When such questions come to my mind, I am reminded of a poem by Robert Frost. And you guessed it right, Fire and Ice. So let us read this poem and find out what Robert Frost has to say regarding the end of the world. So let me read this poem to you, Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. So let's learn this poem. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. Robert Frost says that there are some people who believe that the world will end in fire, while some people believe that the world will end in ice. Now remember, this poem is metaphoric. Here, fire doesn't mean the world is going to end because of global warming or because of freezing. Ice doesn't mean because it is going to freeze and the world is going to end. But fire and ice are used as symbols of human emotions. Desire is represented by fire, while hatred is represented by ice. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. He says, some say the world will end in fire. That means the world is going to end because of our desires. Now, what are desires? Without desires, we cannot live. Every human being has a desire. But if we do not control it, then the outcomes may be disastrous. Now, desire can be desire for more wealth, fame, desire for money, for power. Desire can be any kind of desire. Look at the way we are destroying the natural cover of the earth and erecting concrete jungles. Why is it happening? Because of our desire to make more money, because of our desire to own better, more luxurious houses. So this is bringing about an end to the world. There may be countries who are at war because of the desire to become more powerful. Countries are just accumulating mass destructive weapons. Even you have seen that even biological weapons are being developed. Why is this happening? It is happening because of the desire to become more and more powerful. So he says, from what I have tasted of desire, that means he has experienced this world, and he says, because of my experience, I feel that this emotion, human emotion, has a great capability of bringing about the destruction of the world. And he says, I favor those people who favor fire. Means I support these people who favor fire. Now that reminds me of Gautam Buddha, who said that desire is the main cause of suffering. So you see, this philosophy also is reflected in Robert Frost's poem Fire and Ice. Let's take the next stanza. But if it had to perish twice, means if it had to perish again, I think I know enough of hate. He says he knows that he has been a witness to so much of hatred around. It doesn't mean only hatred, it means indifference. There are so many educated people around the world, but the desired changes are not taking place. Why is it happening? Why the pace of development so slow? It is because of our indifference. Lot of damage is being done not because of hatred or dislike. It is being done because of our indifference. People throw garbage around, but we are indifferent. Sometimes we also contribute to it because we believe that everybody is doing it. So we are indifferent. So this indifference also can bring about an end to the world. I think I know enough of hate to say for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. He says ice means hatred, indifference or insensitivity. Look at the way we hate people of other religion, other caste, other community, of a different race, people who belong to different countries. And what is happening because of this? This is leading to the destruction of the world. Because of this hatred, it can even lead to a war-like situation, which can finally bring about this catastrophe. So he says that ice is also sufficient to bring about end of the world like fire. So both of them are good enough to bring about the destruction of the world. I hope you understood this poem. It's quite simple. Let us see what are the figures of speech. In the first stanza, you have favor fire. That's an alliteration because of the consonant sounds that is repeated. Then you have some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. That's repetition. And fire and ice here is used as metaphors. So this poem is basically a symbolic poem, and both fire and ice are used as metaphors. They represent our human emotions of hatred and desire. So fire stands for desire, that is a metaphor, and ice stands for hatred. Again, it's a metaphor. So I think this poem is quite simple. You're going to learn it very well. Even you can learn it by heart, and I think you will remember it throughout your life. Thank you.